Welcome back to Dum-Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never roleplayed before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Great Wizard Bukake, your host. Our anti-heroes are on their way to save the hostages. Quinny rescued and freed a captive owlbear. The Forsaken helped solve the mystery of the available potions. And Echo made sure her companions didn't end up accidentally cursed with lycanthropy. But are Gills all these heroes need to get the hostages out safe? Find out next on Dum-Dums and Dragons.
Like the cinematic masterpiece Waterworld, you have given yourselves Gills. Dum-Dums, you are in a lagoon full of hostages, and two of you have taken sips of a potion that will grant you Gills temporarily in an attempt to swim down to the bottom of this lagoon to the massive air bubble where the hostages are being held on behalf of the Nightmare Lord. However, Echo, being Echo, has drank a were-shark potion and is transforming into an aquatic predator as the three of you slip into this lagoon to head down. What do you do?
I think being unable to breathe on land.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we just dive.
Death Shark will dive into the water.
I was going to say, so Death Shark's diving efficiently. I think just to do a quick callback, Forsaken does the OLG jump. You know,
Yep,
just he's
good,
ready
good,
and splashes in.
It's just a big splash.
Oh,
Like,
huge.
hey, guys.
Huge. He tries to jump into the middle of the pool. Oh,
I should correct, because Echo's legs would have disappeared, so she just kind of flops to the ground and then rolls in.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Quinny, what does your jump look like?
It was going to be just like slipping in like Navy SEAL kind of thing.
You still can? Great.
Yeah,
That sounds
it just
right.
doesn't matter anymore.
As someone who's really benefited from people attacking you and then me showing up, this could work for you.
It could.
I will say, sharks aren't known for their eyesight at all. So I rolled a 3 on my perception for the shark guards, and they don't immediately go like, hit the fuck.
Nice.
But so the three of you are in. Unfortunately for Quinny and Forsaken, your eyesight is no better underwater because of the gill potion, and you're just, I assume, slowly. Are you actively swimming down or just like floating down?
The Forsaken is... he's a guy in full plate mail. He can sink as fast as he can swim, so he's just arming himself. He's got hammer and shield out ready to fight
Great.
sharks.
How about you, Quinny?
With limited visibility, Quinny would have dropped in near where the chain goes into the ground, swum over to it, and started just kind of
Oh, nice.
pulling himself down, following the chain.
Okay. Can you roll stealth?
Forsaken's just Link with the iron boots.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just, his plan is to sink down to the hostages and see what cages
just
he can
metal
break.
Mario. Just going for one.
28 for
28.
stealth.
Okay, great. All right. So Echo, you feel and again, you're used to body transformations, and this is different because to the earlier point, this is a filtered intended swappable thing. This is that clean filtered lycanthropy. So you take the form of a shark. It takes a moment to kind of acclimatize to being under the water.
The weird thing of like keeping my mouth open to breathe.
Yeah, you suddenly understand why that guy's jaw was clattering constantly, because it's just a very different feeling and sensation. Your eyesight is absolute garbage, but you can kind of sense your senses become a lot clearer underwater than
Probably
the
feel
other two.
vibrations, water movement
Yeah.
on the gills,
So you
not on
can-
the scales.
You can observe four shark guards patrolling the outside of the bubble. The bubble is very large. Like these cages are like the back of a circus train side. Like they're large cages because they have multiple people inside them, which you can't see because that's out of the water. So you have literally no idea what's in that. But yes, there are four sharks patrolling. So far, they seem unaware of your presence because I've rolled hot garbage. What do you do?
I look around at where are Quinny and the Forsaken relative to me.
The Quinny is at the far edge of the lagoon, kind of following a chain down.
And the Forsaken is guided falling towards the middle.
Yeah, just dead center. It's just
I guess might as well take out a guard.
okay.
So, who's the nearest guard?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me. Let's go stealth, I guess.
Sure. 15?
15. Oh, fuck, I rolled a 4.
Yay!
Yeah, so There's a shark just swimming along, and it's just reverse jaws, like donna 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 to another shark. And the shark, it's like a tiger shark. It like turns slightly in kind of like a what? And then you just fucking slam it to the side. Yeah, it's just biting and biting. And what's weird is this isn't a persona. This is Echo as a shark. So this is probably the best. What song is playing in Echo's head joyfully as she gets to become her? This is the best birthday, truly.
She's having a hell of a week.
Yeah, it's a good week for Echo.
Yeah.
It's going to be summer of 69, and because Echo is having literally the best time
All right,
of
amazing.
her life.
Sure. So, Echo just begins to flail. The other sharks, sense a blast of blood and start frenzying and rushing towards you. We'll see how that goes for your next round. Meanwhile, Quinny, pulling yourself down, you reach the bottom, and yes, you see that the chain seems to be kind of split out into multiple mechanisms. They're within the bubble, but there's just like it looks literally like a big like a power switch or something, like just a big heavy crank the switch and it'll just release the chain and drop the bells. But you're also on the lagoon floor now, having pulled yourself down.
Yeah. I can't think of a reason not to, unless it's just like we would want to wait until these guards are all dead. Yeah, the guards are swimming towards Echo.
Yep. That's up near the top of. We'll say that's up near the top of the dome.
How far is the dome from where I am?
Probably
like the wall of it.
Like 30 feet.
30
They've
feet?
used up a lot of the bottom of this.
Okay, I'm going to move 30 feet and see if I can press a hand through the dome. Is it something that I can pass through or no?
It is. However,
Breaks the surface tension, they all drown.
well, no, because it's magic. It's not a literal bubble. Otherwise, yeah, womp womp. But as you do, it's the classic, like you can see the wind swirling kind of as you approach it. So when you put your hand through, it's a little bit like putting your hand through a waterfall. It just leaves a gap basically, and some water rushes in. As you get that close, you can see there's the 6 cages kind of arranged around. There's a bunch of people packed into these cages. In the dead center of the bubble, there is a large round table set up where you can see another tiefling with feet up on the table with a cigarette and a sheath of papers in his hand. And 2 werewolves dressed as you've seen above.
Man.
Also carrying sheaths of paper. You can see a cook fire, as well as just like a bunch of slop buckets for waste and other things. But yeah, this very much feels like an outpost kind of situation. Like when you're down here, you're down here. And the tiefling, I guess you can't hear anything, it's still outside, but looks up when water starts coming in and just goes, "Oh, fuck. To be continued, guys. To be continued.
Oh,
Script's
man.
down." And flicks his cigarette aside, and he's going to hurl magic missiles at you.
Yep, I botched it.
So that's 2, 4...
You did the Forsaken's favorite plan, which is
6.
Quinny gets attacked and then the Forsaken appears.
8. So that is 8 points of damage from magic missiles. And the werewolves kind of flip their chairs over. Let's get initiative.
And Tom, can I assume that the cages are arranged around this table?
Yeah, they are around the edge of the water.
Okay.
The way to think of it is basically like the guys who were down here got bored, so they kind of set up their own little space in the middle to be able to watch everyone. But
cool, thank you.
Yep. Okay, let's get some initiatives.
12.
22.
And Echo, you're on your own thing, so we'll keep.
I got a 9 if that
Sure.
matters.
Oh, that's when we'll cut away to you and your situation. Okay. Great. So top of the round, Quinny.
Yeah, so invisible orbs of force punch into my chest and abdomen. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go in, I cross the threshold. They're in the middle. How far from the edges of this bubble are they?
60 feet.
Fuck. 60 feet. So
Because
it
the
would be
cages take up a bunch of space.
So
So,
it's 60 feet from where I am to get to the middle where they are.
yep.
Jesus. This is great. I
will say you can
fire-
use your action to crank the.
It's back there, though. I went 30 feet. I guess I could go back out 30 feet.
Well, no, sorry. The lever is inside the bubble. So by
Oh,
stepping
I thought-
through, so
okay.
you had to reach in to try and grab it. That's when he saw the
Okay.
arm, like an arm sticking through and breaking the.
I thought I saw the lever at the base of the chains. I
No,
see,
because
okay.
it has to be operable by the people in the bubble.
Got it. I pull the lever then? Yeah.
Great. The chain immediately just really like it's a snap release. So suddenly, like the chain whips out, and high above the bells, just, there's that classic thump against the top of the surface water as they begin to turn. For a second, you look up and just see like
That's fine. They're falling at the same
bunch of
rate
them.
I am,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm below them.
Yeah.
Yep.
love
they,
physics.
they begin to drop, and the hostages start like cheering and yelling, and also like screaming for help and being generally very distracting.
Great. Yep. I'll do fast hands. Pick a lock if I'm
Okay.
right near a cage.
Yeah, you're close to a cage.
I'm going to get chewed to pieces, but try and save some people. 23 on the sleight of hand.
23. Yep.
Okay, so I pop one cage door open and I say, when the bells come down, take them up. And I step between this open door and the werewolves and the tiefling.
Great. All right, good round. Next up, we have the wizard. He is just in a panic. Oh, fuck, this is really weird. Normally, this would be a bonus action. It's actually going to take him his whole action. He's going to grab the papers off the desk and quickly put them in a water sealed bag, stick them under his shirt, and then he's going to sprint over to the, if we're going on like by the clock, kind of like 2 o'clock, so between those cages, to a rack of potions, and just start like fumbling around before finding one and popping the cap, throwing it back. So that's going to be his round. And he just like yelling between steps. He's like, "Fucking kill them all!" So that's his round. Bring us to the Forsaken. I think based on everything we've been talking about, you're probably at the top of the bubble at this point. So
yeah, I think the answer is he's going to swim a little bit to the side, and then the moment he comes to the roof, he wants to try to land on the wizard.
okay, fuck. Roll me in athletics to see if you can get into position. Because
Dirty 20.
you got plenty of time to line up that shot.
He's doing like a little hand huddle. They're moving swiftly, keeping his feet in the right place to go down and land on a wizard.
Okay, so are you landing with a strike?
No, he's landing feet first. His plan is then to attack forward from there because this is just falling. So, I mean, do you consider a 270-pound man in full plate armor falling
50
conservatively
feet?
50 feet? an attack?
Conservatively, literally 50 feet.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm the Forsaken.
All right.
So you're gonna take 5d6 fall damage. So that's 5, 9, 11, 12, 13, 17 fall damage.
Mm-hmm.
But the wizard has time as his gills begin to grow to look up and go, "The fuck is?" And then he just erupts like a popped grape.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm the Forsaken, he says. And then, does that count as my movement? Do I have movement? What am I at?
Yes, so that doesn't count as your movement. However, the death of the wizard is also the death of his concentration.
Would be my concern, but couldn't voice that to anyone.
The winds around you cease, and water begins to rush in. That said, you haven't had your movement yet. You haven't really taken an action. You just fell real good. So if you want to bum rush one of these werewolves as the water cascades inward,
I mean, the
you
water's
can.
happening here. He doesn't really care about the werewolves, but there's like the people that he's been told are important over and over again. Ugh. They're doing what they're doing. So he would like to...
Drowning?
Whatever. They're fine now. They'll drown in a minute. Take a deep breath.
Oh my god!
Everyone, take a deep breath. He yells where the water sprays over him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he is going to spin up his T-Rex shield and hurl it along the chain to the left to attack the lock on one cage, and then run to the next one to hit with his hammer to try to bash some locks.
Okay, let's get 2 attacks then. One for the shield and one for you.
Yep. Shield attack is a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. The damage on that will be...
Oh, you know what? This is just a DC.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay,
I'm just going to take it as DC. So yeah, that one breaks.
So he's freed up that one. Then the other one is I am going to fire it up with a fart of atheism. That will be a 15. No, 15, 19 hit.
Oh, DC was 18. So yes.
Fabulous.
It shatters, and people start like shoving their way out of the cages. All these people have been in these cages long enough to like have a sense of each other. So it's not like a bunch of people who are just like, what are we doing here? So they're like immediately running for the swift potions as the water comes slamming in, holding onto the cage long enough to withstand. Like there's a good amount of like, people with kids are like keeping them under arm, holding bars. You get the sense that a lot of these folks have planned for what happens if the bubble
They've
goes.
imagined scenarios.
100%. Yeah, and like there's pointing to the bells and stuff like they're not a panicked mob. They like kind of know what's up.
Great. That is the end of the turn because that's all of my attacks.
So you do that as water slams into your back and surrounds you. Next up are the Echo. So we're going to jump outside. Outside, you're all pulled slightly to the side as the bubble dissipates and the water level shifts. You have one shark you've mauled to death who wasn't expecting you. You have 3 sharks coming in.
Yeah.
But the bubble just popped, so you don't know necessarily. They were coming for you. No, there's blood in the water with you, so they are going for you because sharks. Got to follow my own were mythology. What do? Are you going to try and fight them or run?
Fuck.
We all hear the Benny Hill theme start.
Shark,
3 sharks shaking another shark in a circle around the edge
one of
of
them
it.
comes out in a bikini, and then they do the quick dance.
Yep.
Benny shark, Benny
Oh,
shark.
see, there we go.
Benny shark, Benny shark.
Question.
Answer.
Here's the thing. I don't have fingers, and I don't have my usual voice. I use an arcane focus for materials.
How much? What is our shark
do I have
to echo ratio?
Yeah, do I have limited ability to cast spells? That's
Normally, yes. However, you're a changeling, so you're more used to this shit than others. Roll me a charisma save, please.
natural one.
Do you got any inspiration kicking around?
I do have one inspiration. 11. Oh, sorry, charisma save. 19.
19. Okay. Your senses are filled with the glory of blood. However, then you suddenly like the world shifts around you. You see 3 sharks coming in. Your friends are nowhere to be found. And one of the weird things about the general were population when they have control of shit is that they can hybrid. So as this happens, you feel a desperate desire to cast. And you feel arms and legs shift out of you, and you become like weird Pirates of the Caribbean extra kind of half shark, half echo, all nightmare. So go ahead.
Okay, I am going to attempt to banish one of the sharks.
Okay, sure.
Banish and then attempt to start swimming towards towards the dome.
Sure.
The collapsing
The
dome.
X-dome. Yeah.
So
Now it's just water.
charisma saving throw DC 16.
Charisma. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I went between command and banishment. I'm like, I think they're going to be worse than
All right,
charisma.
well, I did roll a 17, but I got a -1, so it'll be 16.
Oh,
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, I
Fuck.
thought yours was 17. I
Sorry,
don't know
Luke.
why.
bummer. All right.
Yo, what is your DC? 16?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. There goes a level 4
You
spell slot.
attempt to banish, but despite having regrown your arms and legs at a rapid pace, not unlike Ariel washing up on the shore. I'm like, what the fuck? There's just a lot of confusion, and you attempt to cast it, but the shark remains swimming angrily toward you.
All right, well then, in frustration, Echo is still going to start making her way towards the dome, and is going to try fighting off the sharks next round.
I mean, you still have a mouth full of shark teeth, so yeah, you're still in good shape. Okay.
Sorry.
That's right.
Amazing. All right. Next up, we have add that one to the soundboard. We have the two underwater wolves who are just having water cascade around them, and just watching. Like you watch both of them reach up towards the table that Forsaken you dropped at because they know that's where the safety potions are. But water slams into them and just like knocks them away, and they both get pummeled by water as the water rushes into the dome, and they're just going to start swimming upward towards the diving bells. They don't have gills, so they're kind of as fucked as everyone else. One of them knows how to swim, so one of them starts making good progress kind of up, but incidentally, that will put him in the path of Echo Shark, so womp womp. That's the wolves. All right, top of the round, Quinny, the bubble bursts, water rushes in. Currently, you have unlocked 3 of 6 cages.
I can do 2. Action and then cunning action, fast hands to unlock 2 more if I'm able to move between 2 cages.
I think you can, particularly underwater, you would literally just like be able to spring off the ground. And
okay.
This is weirdly one of those things that's easier to do movement-wise, not sight-wise for you. Okay, go ahead and roll.
First sleight of hand is 25.
Yep.
Second one is more.
Great. Then both unlock. Click, click. So you've now done 2, 3, 5 of 6 cages. Yep. Great. So yeah, you quickly do it. And again, like the folks are helping you. Like it's a little hard to see, but they're, holding it steady for you and everything else as the water rushes in and kind of consumes them. Everyone is underwater now.
Fuck. Okay.
Yep. Cool. Good round, Quinny. Next up, we have the wizard. Lols. Forsaken.
The Forsaken just grabs his spinning T-Rex tooth blade on a chain and just swings it over to the remaining cage. It's just overhanded over him, extended to see if he can hack it open with that.
All right, go ahead and roll, please.
Nat 20.
Whoa. Holy shit. Despite the water rushing in, you're able to just, like, as in that last pocket of air before the water fills the space, clangs against the gate. Also, for the record, that's a DC 18 check to break them. So, like, you've rolled tremendously well on breaking these locks. Lock shatters. With your nat 20, you get an extra action. What do you want to do?
Great. He just wants to make sure that of all the people in these cages, is there anybody who like doesn't swim good? Because there might be some elderly people or some
there's
very
a bunch of people
beings.
who are there's kids, there's elderly. Again, these are like families of flaming fist guards and everyone else. So there's a lot around.
Then I'd say if he can just spend his action, he's got that a couple of those gill potions where he's just gonna like he's giving sippies. He's just running around giving
and
sippies.
Again, the people like so swimming around, handing it to people. People are taking sips, and again, it's a bit of a it's hard to drink underwater, but they're managing. But also, people have seen so many potion shenanigans go on that no one's like, "Whoa!" They're all like, "Whoa!"
yeah. He's just anybody who doesn't swim good, because then he's like, I can give them two, like you sip, you carry them, you sip, you carry them.
Yeah.
Like he could just get the
great.
For anyone else, like saving these desperate people, and for him, he's like, I'm gonna save all these idiots from themselves.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so potions going around. That's good. Echo. You've got 3 sharks chasing you, but you also have a werewolf swimming up towards you. What do you do?
I don't like the thought of the sharks potentially going for people escaping. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to try to attack. I'll attack one of the sharks. I'll just do whatever attack I can do.
Well, do you have magic you want to burn? Do you have...
I think I'm just going to do... I'm worried. I don't have... Echo didn't prepare for an underwater fight.
Who did? All right, cool.
Today, so.
Yeah, that's fine. So you've got...
And I don't want to waste a round of failed
okay, so
magic.
go ahead and roll your melee attacks. You get +6 on these.
+6? Okay, and I get 2 attacks per action.
Yep.
So 9.
Oh, and sorry, you have...
23.
23? 9 and 23?
22.
22. Okay. So 22 will work. 9 obviously won't.
Yeah.
Just like a shark comes running at you with hands, you're able to get a bit more vicious with this.
Mm-hmm.
So how does Echo take out this shark?
Echo will... It's coming right at her.
Yep.
So Echo will kind of punch away the nose to like move it to the side and then just start feasting on the gills.
Oh, gnarly.
Wow.
All right. Yeah.
Just savaging them with her teeth.
Yeah, and you see the two sharks behind like panic and frenzy because there's so much blood.
Yeah.
And the werewolf is just like, you just hear Bubbles going, fuck, and trying to swim away from all of that.
Good.
Cool. Okay, good round. That brings us to the wolves. Let's see if the guy on the ground gets up and out. No, guy on the ground just drowns, or will drown. He's like, he can't swim, so he's hop paddling from the ground and like looking jealously at your potions and trying to
I give him the finger.
grab at them. The other guy is going to swim up and away from Echo, and he's going to make it to one of the bells and just kind of like pop his head up and through. So he is there, but the bell continues to descend. So it's a good news you got air, bad news. And
You're
from
getting
inside the bell,
closer.
you just hear, all right. Top of the round, Quinny. Also, you can hold your breath for 1 plus your con minutes. So you all have gills. You
We've got gills.
Yeah.
but also for the civvies,
Yeah.
they're not like...
It's been 12 seconds.
It's easy.
They have
It's
breath.
easy to think in D&D
Yeah.
that like, oh my god, it's been 5 rounds. Everyone must be dead, and it's like, no,
30
there's,
seconds,
There's a
yeah.
decent amount. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm off after that werewolf who made it to the diving bell because I don't need him savaging people who try and get in there for air. Can I make it in one move, or do I need to dash to him?
He's coming down. You're going up. I think you could probably swim to him just fine. Yeah.
Okay, that'll leave open action and a bonus action for breach of contract twice as my attack action. Silvered short sword as the backup, just in case that doesn't do the job with a bonus action.
Great.
Breach on first strike, 9 plus 13, 22 to hit.
Yep.
More on the second one.
More.
Can I borrow? Oh, I have an important question, and I feel like you know what's coming. Do I have advantage? Because I had a hard time seeing down into the water,
Oh yeah, 100%.
and I'm coming up at him from underwater, and he's
Yeah.
above the water.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Can I get 1d4 from everyone?
Oh, D4.
Just one. Sorry, 1d6 from everyone. I apologize. Thank you. Thank you. That totals the 4 that I need for sneak attack on both hits. So the first hit sneak attack is... No, I don't do sneak attack on 2 hits. Sorry. 10, 17 sneak attack damage. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
I get 1 per turn. Okay, and now regular things. Piercing from both of them, both attacks. So 4 and 5 for 9 piercing
Plus,
damage.
remember to add your base.
I will, yes. This is the cold D6 now, 4 and 5 for a combined 9 cold again. Sneak attack was applied, and then plus 8 on each hit, so 16 added on top of that. Is this guy still standing?
He's done.
Great.
Yay.
Then I with the bonus action, I'm up at that diving well. I don't think I can do much else. I will ride the bell down on the outside because I have the gills. So just to
Might as well.
help people in even faster. I don't even want to take up space in this thing.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. So Quinny is riding the bell down. We've got the civilians are pretty well taken care of now. Bells are dropping. Aside from there's 2 active sharks left. So
Hanging out with me still, right?
yeah. Well, they're going for the blood. There's like the big blood
Cloud.
Just
kind of.
there's
cloud,
like an expanding cloud of blood. Yeah.
And also, it's trailing you because you keep taking bites out of things. So that was Quinny. they're dead. Next up is the Forsaken. You see two sharks. You've kind of like helped people get Gill stuff. You see two sharks closing in on Echo. What do you do?
Okay, everybody's on their way to Bells. The Bells are on their way down. The sharks and Echo are between the people swimming for Bells and Bells?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Everybody here's been gassed. The chains are the thing lowering the Bells, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's trying to math out if there's a way to speed up the Bells coming down to just be like, can I crank shit even faster? Are the chains still under tension, or are the chains totally loose?
Chains are whipping up. So if you want to ride one up, you could.
Yeah. Technically, he needs to. He's too heavy to be able to swim effectively in full plate mail. So I think he's just going to dash over to one of those chains, grab it, and he's just going to try to fucking hammer a shark on the way by. If he can math it out to be like, I'm going to ride a chain and hammer a shark.
I'll allow it. I don't want to not see that happen. Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack as you go riding up the chain.
Great. Moonlight Bringer. That is a 15.
They only have 11, so you're good. I'll also say I would normally give you disadvantage on this, but given that you're using a hammer and you're riding up a chain, just holding the hammer out is a pretty solid
the walking
chance
clothesline of weapons. Yeah, all right. So that will do. That is 10 points of regular damage, or bludgeoning damage specifically, and an additional 9 points of radiant/dark atheist energy for 19 total.
Gotcha. So,
and it's from a silvered weapon, if that matters.
Yeah, it does. Shark is not dead, but these guys, as established by the dude you brought back from the dead, aren't used to being sharks. They may be okay at swimming around and everything else. But when you crank it in the side of the head, I rolled a save to see if he can like stay conscious. These like their biology is so fucking different that a shark getting its bell rung, I think, is probably like if all of your senses are sound and like feeling things on across your skin and everything else. If you get fucking whaled with a hammer, I think the world just turns into nightmare splotches for you. So you just see it just like, little horrible nightmare eyes rolling, just kind of like floating, sniffing the air and being confused. So one shark is like not dead, but like functionally out of combat as you zip up through the water.
Super.
All right. Cool. So that's you. Bringing us to Echo.
Last shark.
Final shark.
The final shark. I'm just gonna try to do a similar thing.
Let's bring the final shark down.
Although maybe this one I'll kind of whip my tail around to try to like smack it and disorient it first.
Sure, yeah.
Before going for the gills.
Yep, gotcha.
So I get 2 attacks. First one is a nat 1.
Ooh.
Second one is you said +6?
Yep.
14.
Second one will hit.
Okay, that's nice, but nat 1.
Yeah, I got something for the nat 1. But, okay, so you get it, but it is also blood frenzied, so it gets you. So Echo, you'll take 22 points of damage as you and the shark death chomp each other.
Yeah.
But you are victorious in the death chomp.
Oh, lovely.
And then just like little worse for the wear, shoving that one aside and just going straight, just boring through the other one. Yep.
Okay.
So with the sharks dealt with, the diving bells lower. The saved hostages kind of like get into them. It's not a super long process, but like it takes a bit to kind of get them all back up. The good news is because you have access to the potions in the other room, you're actually able to find the ones that give you strength, not like,
stupid strength, but
not like my muscles explode, but just like ones that
take
are
sips. Yeah, stay chill. Kind of like the
some
butchers, I think Quinny saw did.
Yeah, like and not even like those guys were taking swigs. So if you're taking sips, it's just kind of naturally reinforcing what you've got. So between all that, you're able to get everyone kind of up. They're obviously very grateful.
They're PEPs, performance enhancing potions.
Okay. Do you have any questions for these folks before they head for the boats and the
I think Quinny would leave the questions to these two. He's going to check the lab and make sure that the way back is okay. He's going to scout ahead.
Yep,
make sure it's clear. Yeah.
Forsaken would just take some of the remaining placemats from our dear friend Echo And
I assume I've taken the reversal potion and
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. I just wanna make sure.
Splitting headache, but otherwise
yeah.
you're fine.
And he would just write a quick safe passage note signed the Forsaken and just be handing them out to each person
for
to
Luck
just be
Duck?
like, Luck Duck is going to fucking rob them. The Faithless are going to fucking rob them. Like, they can get home through all the various districts we've been in.
Sure.
And then it's also just, we'll kill you to like Calanthes Gallants or whatever, but he only has to give that to anyone who doesn't identify as female. So they're safe to get through that one shitty block.
Great. All right, so you hand those out, and everyone's just like, "Thank you. Please, there's more. Whoever the Nightmare Lord, he has more of us. We were the ones he determined weren't that valuable yet, but please, you gotta save them too, if you can."
Yeah, we got this. You tell them the hitman saved you.
Sure. Okay. Come on, everyone. Let's get the fuck out of here. We never going underwater again. And they all rush for the exit.
All right, now that that's done, the gloves can come off. Yes, hitman.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick healing potion. He takes his other hunter's healing potion that he has. It's all right.
I'll lay on hands on myself.
I'm going to quaff. I said quaff. A potion of superior healing that I've been holding on to for a while. I think we stocked up on these when we left Asgard to go deal with the zombies and their processes. I think I grabbed some potions. I can't
damn.
100% remember.
It's a little stale, but still good.
Yeah, I think we got them from our potion room back in the
Fortress of
Forlorn Hope because we built our alchemy potion room there.
Yeah.
8d4 plus 8. Yep. 3 plus 3 for 6. Plus 2 for 8, plus 4 for 12, plus 2 for 14, plus 2 for 16, plus 3 for 19, and one more? Plus 1 for 20. 28 HP back, which is very much what I need.
Oh, you look much better.
Yeah, the like head sock is like rolled up only. It's kind of like Spider-Man eating a burrito kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, so the half skull is still there, but it's just like Quinny's mouth underneath the black fabric.
Was that one of the hunter's potions?
No, that was an old potion from a while back.
Is this the same? He reaches into a bag and produces what's clearly exactly the same potion.
Yep.
I should have taken that first, but fuck it! And he's going to down his as well, so he's going to get that done.
Wait, does someone need more healing?
After I do some math, I'll let you know. 57 plus 28, my brain. 5.
Echo's just got a well of healing energy.
85?
You got 57 plus 28, Tyler?
Yeah, 85.
85.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good job.
I got there eventually.
The Forsaken's back to full health.
Quinny's close enough that it's...
Do you need a little more? I can give you a boop.
As long as the boop doesn't cost you anything, or much.
Will it cost you
I'm-
killing power later?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a different well.
Okay, just remember you don't have the fat guy to bring anyone back.
No, that's fine. Boop.
For how much?
How much do you want?
8.
It's yours.
Thank you.
Ah, excellent. So now we can open this stone door and kill everyone, yes?
Abso-goddamn-lutely. I'm so sick of this place. I'm sick of wolves. No offense, Echo. I know you're dealing with...
That's okay. Death Wolf is not my choice.
Yeah, I guess actually, especially no offense, Captain Puppy. But
All right.
Snarf.
yeah.
So we're good to go as us. You don't want to go as Deathwolf, right?
No. I don't
Perfect.
know
Fuck this. And he runs forwards. I hate hostages. And he kicks open the door into the next room.
This episode of Dum Dums and Dragons features the voices of Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter, Laura Hamstra at EL Hamstring on Twitter, and our DM Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode's sound was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Dum Dums and Dragons artwork is by Del Borovic, who can be found at delborovic.com. Our theme songs are And Now for That Massive Coronary and Skipping Through the Orchestra Pit Part 1 by Peter Gresser. And our ad music is No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, Jahzzar, all available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum-Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice. But most importantly, we've got merchandise at redbubble.com/people/dumdumdice, or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. And tune in next week for more Dum-Dums and Dragons. Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.